Hi, my friends. Welcome to How to Diamond Paint 101. If you're new here, my name is Raimi. I have been diamond painting for just a little over a year, and I thought I would do a How to Diamond Paint 101. I recently had an incident where my son's girlfriend saw my diamond paintings, and she was very, very interested in it, and she wanted a kit. And so I actually gave her some kits to do. And I showed her how to diamond paint. And I thought, when you've been diamond painting for a while, you kind of take for granted the little things that you need to know when you start diamond painting. It's more than just purchasing a diamond painting. There are tips and tricks to know when you're starting out that are, kind of taken for granted, especially by me, because I thought, this was super easy and she would know this, and shame on me. So anyway, I thought I would do this video. So we're going to start out very, very simply. This video is not about storage kits. This video is not about different types of trays, different types of pens, anything like that. This is a very simplistic video about you purchasing your very first diamond kit, looking at it and saying, what do I do now? So let's begin. There are two different types of diamond paintings that you can get. This diamond painting, as you can see, has a clear cover to it, and it's very sticky, and it's got a clear cover. This is what's called poured glue. Now, why is that important? Poured glue is a canvas. It's just what it says. It's poured glue. They've poured glue on top of this canvas, and you can actually roll these canvases, and you'll probably need to roll yours backwards if you have poured glue when you first get your kit, because it'll probably be rolled up and you'll need to roll it backwards so that it flattens. You want your canvas to be flat so that you can diamond paint on it. Now, you might have some creases or something like that in your poured glue canvas. If you do, just put it underneath some heavy books for a few days. I know you might be excited about diamond painting, but put it underneath some books for a few days and see if the creases have gone away. They most likely will have. So that's what we have. We have a poured glue canvas, which is most likely what you'll be getting. The second type of canvas that there is for diamond painting is what's called a double-sided adhesive canvas, okay? And it's just what that means. It's double-sided adhesive. Now, how do I know it's double-sided adhesive? Well, it comes with this paper on top of it. The painting is underneath, and you can't see it, and there's double-sided adhesive. This is a little hard to pull up sometimes because the double-sided adhesive wants to come up with it, and you want to be very, very careful when you're pulling this back. You want to be very, very gentle with it because you can create what's called rivers, which basically just means creases or bubbles in your painting. Most likely, you will not be getting a double-sided adhesive canvas when you get yours, but you might. And again, these typically come on a foam roller. They're rolled up very, very carefully. What you want to do when you get them is immediately take them off of the roller and lay them down flat. They might still be curled up. They might still want to curl a little bit, okay? So what you want to do is you want to pull back this adhesive. Just pull it back just a little bit. And be very careful when you do, because you don't want to pull up the adhesive that's underneath it. So you'll just pull this back, and you'll pull it back about halfway, okay? And then you'll slowly smooth it down, and that should get it to where it flattens out. You never, ever, ever want to roll these. Once it's flattened out, once you've gotten it flattened out, you want it to stay flattened out. And mine looks really, really good. As soon as I got it, that's what I did. I just took it off of the roller and I put it underneath some books and I let it set. So those are the two different types of canvases. The clear you can roll, The one that has the white colored paper on it, you cannot roll, okay? So those are the two different types of canvases that you can have. When you get a diamond painting, typically it will come with a standard, what we call toolkit, okay? So it typically comes with something that looks like this. Yours might look a little different. There might be a little extra items inside of it, but it will always come with these 3 items, okay? It will always come with a pen. This is your diamond painting pen, a tray, and this is what we call wax, okay? And the wax is what we use to dip our pen in to put the diamonds or drills on our paintings, okay? The wax comes, it's covered in a fine little film here that you peel off and use. We'll get to that in a minute. So your toolkit looks something like this. You might have what's called a comfort grip that goes on your pen. You might also have something that goes on the end of your pen that's called a multi-placer. We're not going to talk about multi-placers today. And then this is what's called a single placer. That's what we're going to be focusing on today. Your toolkit also might come with baggies, okay? This particular toolkit didn't come with baggies, and we'll get to the baggies in a minute. Yours might have, but it won't have come with very many baggies. Okay, so we've gone over the toolkit. I want to get to the actual diamond painting now. So as you can see, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. As you can see, there is a legend on the side of this particular diamond painting. By the way, this diamond painting is from a company called Fallon Gems, and it's legally licensed. There's their name right there, Fallon Gems. So you get a legend on the side. The first column is how many colors this painting has. This particular painting has, as you can see, 23 colors. Okay, so we know that. The second row are going to be either numbers, letters, or symbols. This particular canvas comes with just letters. They are all out of order. That's okay. It doesn't matter. But it just goes down and it has all the different letters. That's going to correspond with the symbols on your painting. So for example, I see that there's a lowercase r right here. That's going to correspond somewhere over here, with number 21, lowercase r. Now we're going to move on to the DMC colors. These are the DMC colors, okay? And each one of these numbers corresponds to a color. So each one of these, they're always going to be the same color. So 161 is always going to be the same color with every kit that you get. Now, sometimes the dye lots are a little different, but within reason, it's always going to be the same color. So we see that number 1 is the letter P, and it's DMC number 161. Well, what does that mean to us? I don't know what that means. What am I supposed to do with those numbers? Well, your kit also comes with your diamonds or your drills. Let me zoom back out just a little bit. I have written on here Fallon Gems because this particular toolkit, the drills did not have a label on them, and I store my drills separate from my canvases because I like to flatten my canvases underneath books. You might keep your drills with your canvas. There is no right or wrong way to do this. I want to say that again. There is no right way and there is no wrong way of diamond painting. It's only your way of diamond painting, and don't let anyone ever tell you that you're doing it wrong, ever. This is just an example. You can do it however you want. So here's my drills. These are my drills, my diamonds. You can call them whatever you want. And mine came in baggies. They came in baggies, so they look like this. And there's numbers on the baggies. Let's take a look at this one. So this one says 11, 520. And then there's a number over here that says 144. This is telling me that this is number 11 on the kit, number 11, not the symbol, the letter, or not the symbol, okay? It's the number. And it's DMC number 520, okay? I'll show you another one. Ooh, this is a big bag. Okay, this is telling me that this is number 21 on my legend and that it's DMC number 3811. And this has 4,697 drills in it, approximately. Okay, they usually give you more drills than you need. So if you spill some drills, don't worry about it too much. Try to pick them up. But if you can't, most likely you're going to have enough drills, okay, for your painting. And let's take a look and see where this is on our canvas. So I'm looking at this and I'm noticing it says it's number 21. So let's find number 21. Let me zoom you in again. So number 21 is the lowercase r that we were talking about. Okay, so I can also see that it's DMC 3811. Now, you can either go off of the 3811, the R, or the 21 when you're kitting up. So you can kit up your bags. In this case, I don't need to kit up because these already came in bags. I will be showing you another example of the way that drills or diamonds come and that you might want to consider bagging them and putting them in bags. So I know that this number 21, is the lowercase r. And so that's going to mean that I'm going to have to look at my canvas and I can already see that all of these are lowercase r. So I will be placing my drills on the lowercase r. These ones, I will be placing those on the lowercase r. Now, one thing that you might have noticed is these drills are square. Drills come in two forms, square and round. This one's a square canvas, okay? Now, squares are a little bit harder to start with. I would recommend starting off with a round, but you do you. Squares are a little bit more difficult to line up than rounds are, and I just don't want anybody to get discouraged when they're starting off diamond painting. So I would recommend a round, but it's up to you. Okay, so we know now that when I'm pulling out, I'll pull out another one. Okay, this one says it's number 23 and it's DMC number 3837 and there's 299. So I simply go to my canvas and I look for number 23 right there. And it is the letter, that's really hard to see actually. It's the letter F, okay? So I would go to my canvas and I would find the letter F and I see some right there. Do you see them? I see some letter Fs. That means that these are going to go on the letter F, okay? So I hope that you're getting the idea here of what's going on. So I was really lucky that these came in baggies. Not all kits come in baggies. And I'm going to show you an example of that right now. So some kits come in what we call trains. I'm going to zoom you back out a little bit. This is called a train. I'm going to show you. So some kits come with the drills in these types of baggies. And we call it a train because they are all connected. They're all connected. So all of these are connected. Now, I don't have the canvas for this one, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to use this one as an example, okay? So these are all numbered. It says number 17. Can you guys see that okay? So look, if I put this on, that's better. This says number 17. This says number 16, and so on, number 15. number 14. Okay, so what I would do if this was the canvas, which it's not, but if it was, I would simply go to number 14 and I would see that it was the letter T. I would find the letter T on here and that's where my drills would go. These, if you can see, are round drills. So that's different. Okay, so the first ones were squares, these are rounds. So this kit's a round kit, which, like I said, is a little bit easier for a beginner, but you do you. So what I would do with these, they didn't come in baggies. How am I supposed to diamond paint? How am I supposed to get my drills into this tray? And then when I'm done with this color, what am I supposed to do with it? Well, I recommend that you purchase baggies. You can get these off of Amazon. Just purchase some baggies, get inexpensive baggies, get like 2x3 inch baggies. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut this open. You're going to pour them in the baggie and you are going to use labels, which you'll also need, and a Sharpie because Sharpies do not smear. Okay. So you're going to need your diamond painting, your drills, your tray, your pen, your wax, baggies, if you're using baggies, which we are in this instance because I'm not going to talk about storage. I might do a separate video on that one. Labels and a pen. So what I would do is I would take this baggie, I would cut it open, I would pour it into this baggie because it's reclosable. You can reclose this bag. You can't do that with this one. I would then take a label and I would write number 20 and I would put it on my baggie. That way I know it's number 20 and I need to look. So you would look again. Sorry, I've got a lot here. You would look at your table and you would say it's number 20. Now, on your labels, you might want to put number 20, G, and 3802. You might want to write all three down so that you know which letter or number or symbol that's going to be on there. You might want to do that. And that's a really good idea, actually, because then when you're looking at your painting and you see the lowercase r, you can simply grab your baggies and go, oh, this one has the letter R on it, instead of having the number 21 on it, because 21 is not going to be on your canvas, but the lowercase r is. Okay? I hope that makes sense. So, the two different types of drills, one comes in a train, one comes in baggies. Now, what I do before I start diamond painting is I check and see, do I have all of the drills for this diamond painting? Sometimes you're going to come across something that looks like this. This is what we call an inventory sheet. This has the same thing as the table. It has the number of drills that you have, or not the number of colors that you have. This one has symbols. It has numbers and letters on it. It also has the color or the DMC number on there. Then it has the amount of drills that are in each one of those bags. Okay, this is kind of confusing because it'll say it has 2 bags. Obviously, it doesn't have 41 bags of this, so just ignore this column. And sometimes it comes with a picture that you can put in your logbook, but I'm not going to get into that right now because we're just beginning. So what I would do, let's pretend that these go with this one. It doesn't. But I would go through the train of drills and I would say, do I have number 10 that's a letter B, that it has the DMC number 453? Now, on these, it does not have the DMC. So on these, I would have to go just by the number and see if I had it. Do I have number 20? Yes. I have number 20. I'm good to go. Okay. So that also comes with it. Now, when you have bagged up your drills in your baggies and you've got them labeled, one of the things that you might want to do, and this is up to you because you are in control of your own craft and you do what you want to do, is you might want to set them out in alphabetical order in front of you, above where your diamond painting is, so that when you're going through and you find the letter F, oh, there's the letter F right there. Or what you might want to do is just simply have your baggies loose. One of the things that I put my baggies in are these A4, or I think these are A5 mesh bags that you can get off of Amazon. If I find these, I will link them down below. If I remember, I will link them down below. I will also link Fallon Gems down below. And what you can do is take your full baggies that have the drills in them and put them inside the mesh baggie. You might even want to label the baggie. This is the diamond painting that I'm working on. That way they're all in one place. And when you're done painting for the day, you just take your tray, your glue, your pen, and you put them in here, and you've got your kit all set. So now you're asking, okay, that's great, but how do I actually diamond paint? Well, let's go back to my Fallon Gems drills here, and I'm going to show you. And I'm going to pick the easiest number, the easiest letter, which is this background color. And remember, this is the lowercase r. And I see that this is number 21. We've already checked it on the legend over here. We've already checked that number 21, let me zoom in. That's as far as I can zoom in. We've already checked, let me pull this up, that number 21 is the lowercase r, okay? So I know that this is the lowercase r, and I can clearly see that these are lowercase r's. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my tray, they're already in baggies. I'm gonna pour just a little bit in here because I'm not actually gonna diamond paint this right now. Okay, so I poured a little bit in my tray, but now I've got to get my pen ready. So let's get our pen ready. I'm going to pull back this film on the wax, and I'm going to take that wax, and I'm going to take my pen, and I'm going to push my pen very hard into this wax. Don't be shy, okay? And I'm going to do that until my pen is full of wax. So let's see. How is it looking? Oh, looks okay so far. Now, sometimes you don't get very high quality wax with these kits, and sometimes you do. Okay, so I've got some wax on my pen. I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see that there's wax. Can you see that inside the pen tip? And what we're going to do is I'm going to pull back this cover. I'm not even going to go into cover minders or anything fancy like that right now. I am assuming that you are just starting and this is these are all the tools that you have, okay? So just gently shake your tray, just gently. And you can see that my gems, my diamonds have lined up, and they're now pointing upwards, okay? I'll show you. This one's upside down. Do you see that one right there? That one's upside down. The others are right side up. So I'm gonna take my pen. Now remember, this is a square, so it's a little bit more difficult than a round. I'm gonna take my pen. Let me move down a little bit here. And let me not stick this to, you don't wanna stick your hand on the glue or put a sweater on it or anything like that. Keep it away from animals as much as possible. You don't want to get hair on it. So I'm going to start over here in this corner. I'm going to take my pen. I'm going to press down on one of the drills. Okay, where am I here? And I picked it up. It's now on my pen, just like that. And I'm going to find one of the letters, the lowercase r, and I'm going to press it down on my painting. Is this as far as I can zoom in? Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Let me pull this down so you can see. How about this? Let's do this. Okay, so I'm going to do it again. So I've got my tray. I've got my drills. Boom. I picked one up. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to push down, and there's my second drill. Okay. And I'm just going to continue doing this. I'm going to press down on a drill. Boom. Okay. Let's do a couple more. I want to do it down here now. So we're going to put one down there. Okay. Now, if it's round, it's just going to look different. It'll just have round drills. This is square drills. So the round ones. And if you need to move it, you just take your pen, push it to the side. It's hard for you to see that. Just push it to the side. So if you need to move it a little bit, it's okay. You can move it. You can push the drills around. It's okay to do that. Okay. So here's another one. Okay, so I have 6 drills now. So I am diamond painting, and you will be too. So when I'm done, I'm going to very carefully, let me pull you back up again. You're going to very carefully lay that cover sheet back down. You don't want anything to get on there, okay? And with the drills on there, it's fine. Just lay it down over it. I'm going to take my drills. I don't want to waste these drills. And I'm going to take here, let me zoom out a little bit. I'm going to take the bag that they came in. Let me just double check. This is bag number 21. I'm looking at the legend. Number 21 is the letter R. I was doing the letter R. Yes, these go in this bag. And I'm going to take my tray and I am going to dump the drills in there and close it back up. Okay. And maybe now I want to work on another color. Maybe I want to work on one of these colors, the letter F or S. I would simply go to my drills. I would find the number that corresponded with that. Let's say number 15. Okay. Number 15 on here says it's the letter, or it's the number 6. Okay, so I would find the number 6 and I would do that, and so on. And that is how you diamond paint. Now, there's all of these different accessories that you can get with diamond painting. And what I would urge you to do, but you do what you want to do. What I would urge you to do is stick with simple first. Stick with simple first. Stick with the canvas, the drills, the tray, the wax, and the pen. Stick with that. And if it didn't come in baggies, yes, you will need to get some labels, a pen, and some baggies to kit up in. That's what we call kitting up. Is when you take the drills and you put them in a different container and you label them. That's what kitting up is. And I will do a separate video on that. So this is how you begin to diamond paint. This is all you need. If you guys have any questions for me or any comments, anything that you feel that I left out from this video, I would be more than happy to answer your questions. I would be more than happy to hear your comments, what you had to say. If you're new to diamond painting, welcome. This is a wonderful community. There's so many diamond painters that you can ask questions about. If you have questions, yeah, it's a wonderful craft. You will absolutely become addicted to it. So I hope this helped you. Again, if you have any questions, just leave them down below and I will see you later, my friends. I'm going to do a second video on this, okay? So this is video number 1. I'll do a second video. So you guys take care for now. Loves.